Hello, welcome to a video where I answer 8 fountain pen questions. I'm gonna jump right into it. Thank you for choosing to watch this video and hang out with me. I am going to, like I said, just start with it and try to keep this fairly short, because I've already tried filming this video once and I didn't have a blotting paper handy, which now I do, and I ended up unintentionally exposing my home address. So let's get to it. When and how did your fountain pen journey begin? My fountain pen journey began in 2019-2020, so just before the pandemic or right about as it started. It started with a varsity pen, I think they're called. They're disposable pens, and I just wanted to try writing with a fountain pen to see whether it's something I can adjust to, and I really enjoyed it, and then I bought this fountain pen. So this was the beginning of my journey, and never looked back since. Favorite inks in the beginning, go-to inks now. My favorite ink in the beginning, and I paired it with this pen a lot, was this Iroshizuku Sioro by Pilot. It's pretty well loved and used up. I used to, and you can see here on a cap where I didn't fully wash it off, I used to use these two together a lot. So that was my go-to ink for a long time, and now my go-to inks are these three. This is not revolutionary at all, Diamine ink Ancient Copper, an absolute favorite, Rockstar, and definitely in rotation all the time. Robert Oster Signature ink in Avocado Green, and Salamander by Diamine. So these are my go-to inks now. Oops, there we go. So how have your ink and pen tastes changed over time? So as you can see, this text was written with this pen and ink combination. This was a medium nib, and I now gravitate towards fine nibs, and I am thinking of transitioning towards extra fine, but I haven't done that yet. I liked blues a lot before and purples, so this was my color palette, whereas now I gravitate towards mainly Ancient Copper is my Rockstar. So I like more earthy tones, more autumny tones, which was a topic of a video that I commented on recently. That's what I really like now. And I did some swatches here to show you. This is a swatch of Iroshizuku Sioro, and this one is the famous Ancient Copper, which you've probably seen many times before. So that's how my ink and pen tastes have changed over time. I've also noticed that I gravitate towards slimmer pens, leaner, less chunky pens now than I started with. Are there inks and pens that you have yet to try but would like to? Yes, absolutely. That's an easy one. Two of them are Kawecos, because I love their nibs. They're very reliable, very just no nonsense. They're not luxurious or anything, but I love the way that they write. So I've tried an extra fine Kaweco Supra in a store once, and I let out an audible gasp. So that's the one that I would really like to add to my collection eventually. The same goes for Kaweco Bronze Sport, which I have a brass, but after seeing several reviews online, I really feel I need a bronze one eventually as well. And my dream would be to one day own a Maki-e pen. So those come to mind immediately, and there are others. And inks change. I don't have one in mind right now, but I very often find colors that I would like to try. My holy grail pen is this Kaweco Brass. It's fine nib, and it's a workhorse, and it also looks really well. It's a heavier pen, and you know it, I'm sure, if you're a fountain pen person, because everybody loves it and everybody has it. My other holy grail pen that doesn't go with me everywhere because it's a bit older is one that you have seen if you watched my video where I talked about 16 pens that I came into possession recently. And this was one of them, and this was always a pen that I thought was just the epitome of a pen. It was my idea of an ideal fountain pen, and it still writes. I've inked it. It's not too juicy. It has just beautiful writer. I write with it a lot. It's chipped off here a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I think you should be able to. So it does occasionally leak a little bit, but I don't mind. I love this pen, so those two are my holy grails. How many pens do you currently own? I have 16 fountain pens that I was gifted by my father, and these two that I bought myself, so that's 18 altogether. Do you have a limit on pens or inks in your collection? Is it a number or a feeling? When do you know that you have reached the maximum? I don't have a limit. I just don't want to own any pens that I don't want to have in my collection. That's all I know. I don't want to have pens that don't make me want to use them and that make me feel like I have them just to have them, if that makes sense. I want pens that, it's corny, but that bring joy, the ones that I want to use, the ones that kind of have that little excitement around them. And I have reached the maximum when new pens no longer bring that feeling, I guess, when I no longer want to use them and put them into rotation. And finally, the last question is, consequently, what would you do if another pen or ink came along? And I don't think I would do anything special. I think I would probably put it into rotation right away. And maybe I would indulge in buying a Galen leather pen case, one with 20 or 40 slots, that I could keep my collection all in one place. So those are my 8 fountain pen questions. Thank you for coming on this journey with me, and I hope you will join me in the next one. And I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!